Welcome back. This is an Aleks homework video on writing a complex ion formation constant expression. A lot of metals will join with water, and they're holding whole water molecules, so it's not really kind of like a bond. It's a complex of different compounds together, kind of holding hands. And water can then be translated into something else. So if you add, in this case, I think it's ammonia. Yeah, you're adding ammonia. The ammonia will take the place of the water. So the first thing that I know that if I put a metal ion in some water, it's going to form a complex with that water. Okay, so I just know that in this case, it tells me that it's going to complex with 4 ammonia molecules. That tells me that it's also going to complex with 4 water molecules. All right, so here's where I'm headed. I'm headed to a complex. It's still the same charge. So if it's a copper 2 ion, it's going to have a copper 2 ion charge with the complex. So the copper's holding 4 ammonia molecules, and it's still a positive 2. Before it held the molecules of ammonia that was added to the water, it's holding 4 water molecules. So that's the first thing that I know. I know that I've got a complex formed with the water, the same amount of molecules as will form with the ammonia. And then I've got 4 ammonia molecules added, and I end up with a complex of 4 ammonias with that copper, same charge, and then waters, because the waters have been chucked out as the ammonias took its place. All right, so that's the first thing that you need to know. Then, if you want to find the formation constant, it's just going to be ignore the water. The water is a liquid, and you're only wanting everything that's aqueous. So I simply took products, and I've got the complex with the ammonia on top. Then I have the complex of the ammonia with the complex of the copper with the water on bottom, and then remember, in order to do that, I have to have 4 ammonias, so that has to be to the 4. Okay, so that's typical how you do a constant. So that's actually your first question. They're asking you for the constant, and that's the constant. So this will be the first thing you write down, is the case of F equals. Now, if you are going to transplant the water with the ammonia, it's going to do it one at a time. All right, so here's the overall equation that we just looked at, where the 4 water molecules that are in complex with the copper are being chucked out one at a time to be replaced by the ammonia. So the first step would be that I would end up with a complex with 1 ammonia and 3 waters. The second step would be that 1 more water would be replaced, so I end up with 3 waters turning into 2 waters with 2 ammonias, and then again 3 ammonias with only 1 water, and then they're asking for the last step, and this would be the last step, where you have the 3 ammonias and the 1 water left, 1 more ammonia is added, and then I end up with what I'm after, which is the complex with the ammonia, so NH3 subscript 4 plus water. All right, so that is your answer. So your answer, they ask for 2 things. They ask for your formation constant, which is just remember that it starts with water, so it has to be on the bottom. And then your last step, which is this complex with the water being chucked out finally for the complex with just the ammonia. All right, so actually a very easy question, but boy, you'd have to really know a lot in order to answer it. So I hope this helps a lot.